Hello, this is Ayako Sekiguchi from Wellness Kitchen. Today's topic is this. It's watermelon, a food that represents summer. Watermelon. It's mostly made up of water and sugar, so it's good for hydration and such. I think watermelon is strongly associated with preventing summer fatigue, but watermelon grows under strong ultraviolet rays and intense heat, and it packs wonderful nutrients inside itself to survive. It's a food, you know. This time, I'll share information on how to make the most of watermelon, using it 200% to help you manage your health during the summer. Of course, this is a must-see for those who love watermelon, but even if you don't like watermelon very much, please be sure to watch until the end. At Wellness Kitchen, our theme is uncaging yourself starting with food. We will continue to share information that will energize both your mind and body, so please be sure to subscribe to our channel. I will talk about the nutrition and health benefits of watermelon. Originally, the roots of watermelon can be traced back to the Kalahari Desert and the savanna regions of South Africa. Its roots lie in growing under extremely harsh conditions, such as high temperatures, strong sunlight, and dry environments. Therefore, it is said that watermelon developed various functional components to protect itself. Watermelon helps lower blood sugar, blood pressure, and triglycerides. It is also known for health benefits like preventing dementia, acting as a diuretic, and reducing lifestyle-related diseases. It also whitens, moisturizes to prevent spots and sagging, boosts circulation, and aids dieting. It's really a wonderful food for women, and it's also great for men. It's said that a certain component found in large amounts in watermelon can help enhance male sexual vitality and improve erectile dysfunction. There are 5 main components that create these effects: citrulline, lycopene, beta-carotene, vitamin C, and potassium. These 5 are the main active ingredients. However, among them, citrulline is overwhelmingly the most abundant. Citrulline is known as a super amino acid. This citrulline can be converted into arginine in the body, and furthermore, it can also be converted into something called ornithine. These amino acids can produce nitric oxide, also known as nitric oxide. Citrulline, citrulline, citrulline. Citruri, citrulline, citrulline, shiruri, cituri, citrulline. I explain this in detail in another video as well, so please be sure to check that out too. It also contains a lot of lycopene. When you think of lycopene, you might imagine it's only found in tomatoes. However, in reality, watermelon actually contains 1.4 times more lycopene than raw tomatoes. That's right. And it's also been found that lycopene from watermelon is absorbed better than lycopene from tomatoes. Other nutrients include beta-carotene, vitamin C, and potassium. These various nutrients work together synergistically to provide wonderful health and beauty benefits. It's citrulline. I mentioned that watermelon contains it in very large amounts. If you look at the usual part of the watermelon, the red flesh, it contains about 180 millimoles per 100 grams, roughly speaking, for this watermelon. This is one slice, but if you eat about half of this, you'll get the same amount as a supplement. For me, if I'm not careful, I end up eating the whole slice. That's how it is, but that's about the proportion it contains. What's even more amazing is that this hyaluron is found in large amounts in the skin. For supplements and such, they actually use the skin as the ingredient. The skin contains twice as much as the flesh. That's right, normally we just throw away the skin, but that's actually the part packed with healthy nutrients. You can also think of it as a vegetable, right? This time, I'd like to introduce a way to enjoy watermelon by eating not only the flesh, but also the skin, so you can get all the nutrition from the whole watermelon. You can boost the nutrition of watermelon even more and enjoy a new flavor. As a dish, I'll introduce 2 types of watermelon salads. First, we'll use the sweet red part of the watermelon. It's a salad with watermelon and red vegetables. They may all look similar, but they're actually quite different. They actually contain a variety of different nutrients. Watermelon contains citrulline and lycopene. which is also found in tomatoes. They contain plenty of vitamin C. Bell peppers are high in vitamin C and beta-carotene. However, they also contain a polyphenol called xanthophyll. It has very strong antioxidant properties as well. It also appears to protect red blood cells. You can eat watermelon alone, but it's a bit different. Combined with other ingredients, it tastes uniquely delicious and offers even more health benefits. These are all the ingredients, and for seasoning, it's just olive oil and salt and pepper. It's a very simple salad. First, cut the watermelon into bite-sized pieces, and then remove the seeds. Also, we'll be using the rind later, so please don't throw it away. Since it's for a salad, it's okay if there's a little bit of the white part left on. Each piece should be about this size. Please make them small enough to fit in one bite. Make them a bit larger. Chunky pieces look better. We'll cut them like this. As for the watermelon, I've cut it like this. And for the rind, I'll set it aside separately and have it ready too. Next is the tomato. We'll roughly chop the tomato into pieces about the same size as the watermelon. It's about the ratio of watermelon to tomato. But for the watermelon, I tend to use a little more. Feel free to adjust this as you like. Since it's a salad, it's fine if there's a bit of white left. Since it's a salad, it's okay if there's a little bit left. Yes, even if there are some white parts, it's fine. Now I'll cut and add the cucumber. I'll add the accent like a herb, so for this bowl, it's about as much as you can hold in one hand. The balance around here can be pretty casual, it's fine. The chopped vegetables will look something like this. The tartness of the tomato and the sharp spiciness of the onion, along with the balance of each, make for a delicious salad. But you can also thinly slice cucumbers or mix in other vegetables. And if you have any favorite herbs, I think it's fine to add those as well. The seasoning is really simple and depends on the amount, so I haven't specified exact measurements. But it's just salt, pepper, and olive oil. That's the basic seasoning. Adding oil helps absorb fat-soluble vitamins. Nutrients are absorbed better, so please try using your favorite oil. Olive oil also has a nice aroma, so I'll use it too. This time, I'm recommending an oil called medium-chain triglyceride, plus, which is called GA3. It's an oil that rapidly converts to energy and is difficult to store as fat. It also boosts brain function. It burns fat and helps remove it from the intestines and liver. It's a healthy oil with various benefits. And then you add that sweet simmered oil to it. It's a blended oil. But you can also mix this together with salads like this. Adding it will make you feel more energized. It also enhances the effects of dieting. And since it quickly becomes a source of energy, what I recommend is using this medium-chain triglyceride plus. Yes, it's all done now. Next, I'll introduce a salad made with watermelon rind. Watermelon rind. It seems like it's just something you would completely throw away, right? I think that's the image most people have. But actually, it contains a lot of citrulline. If you think of it as a super vegetable, it's such a waste, isn't it? Citrulline, as I mentioned earlier, but it actually dilates your blood vessels. And since it helps improve blood flow, having good circulation is really important. It helps with everything: dieting, beauty, even brain health. It's really beneficial in so many ways. If you want to improve your blood flow, I hope you'll try using watermelon rind. First, the watermelon rind here is tough. The outer skin is hard, so we'll shave it off. It should look like this. Also, if there's still a little bit of red part left, but if you want to finish it without making it watery, it's best to scrape off as much of the red part as possible and use only the white part. That way, it'll feel much better. Then just slice it thin. Basically, watermelon rind doesn't really have any flavor. It's really just about the texture. So I think it's actually tastier if you slice it thinly. This time, I'm gonna slice it pretty thin, like this. I'll cut it just like this. Honestly, I think it's almost better to eat it for this crunchy part rather than the red part. Really, in terms of promoting blood circulation, it contains some truly wonderful components. This time, I'll make it into a salad, but with a texture kind of like karaiwa. I'll cut it a little thicker. You can use it in miso soup or simmered dishes. It's actually similar to gourd. I think it's good to use it as if it were an eye, in that kind of way. The watermelon rind part. I cut it like this, and it really feels just like a vegetable, doesn't it? And then, for added flavor and health benefits, I'll chop up some walnuts and add them in. Walnuts, you see, walnuts. They contain polyphenols, which are antioxidants, and they're also rich in vitamin E. Plus, they have omega-3 fatty acids too. Citrulline, as I've often said, helps produce nitric oxide, which widens blood vessels. Improving blood flow leads to significant health benefits. So, if you combine foods rich in omega-3s, your blood itself will be in a much better condition. It means that not only do these have the effect of rejuvenating and dilating your blood vessels, but they also help keep your blood itself smooth and in good condition. So I really recommend it. I think it's good to combine foods that contain omega-3s like these. The ingredients are watermelon rind and walnuts, and then for the seasoning, but it's really simple, just like salt, pepper, and oil, kind of like a French dressing. Those are the ingredients, but there's also a little secret ingredient, Russian garlic. That's actually the key to making it so delicious. If you're not a fan of garlic, you don't have to use it. Since garlic doesn't mix in easily, I dissolve it together with vinegar. I'll add it in. I've added the vinegar and garlic. You can add as much as you like, and now I'll add the pepper. And now, olive oil. You can use any oil you like. I introduced it earlier as well. But this medium-chain triglyceride plus omega-3, which is also in walnuts, is great and well-balanced. This is an oil that I developed. Medium-chain triglyceride oil. It's very helpful for recovering from summer fatigue and also helps prevent dementia. Since it's an oil, there are requests for me to share recipes as well. As long as you don't heat it, you can use it just like regular oil, for dressings or adding to salads. Just add a little. That's enough. Even a small amount helps you avoid getting tired so easily. I'll try tasting the 2 watermelon salads. First, this is a salad made with red watermelon, tomato, and paprika. The watermelon is so juicy. This salad is rich in nutrients and is perfect for a healthy diet. It gives a refreshing taste. Thank you for the tomatoes and onions. The texture of the watermelon rind is really nice. The watermelon rind itself is just great. Since it doesn't have much flavor, it really depends on how you season it. I think you can enjoy it in many different ways. This time, I added walnuts and made it like a marinade. I added ponzu soy sauce and sesame oil. I think it would also work as a Japanese-style salad. We're not intentionally eating something that would be discarded. It's a healthy vegetable rich in citrulline. If you think that way, you can really enjoy it. This time, I talked about the amazing health benefits of watermelon. Everyone, how was it? I think you might have a new appreciation for watermelon now. Since watermelon is only available in the summer, make the most of it. I really hope it helps you stay healthy. Please try out the recipes as well. Thank you for watching until the end. See you again in another video.